we have some very important information to share with you both. Today, Jay and I are coming out as furries.
Can you believe?
Can you believe?
So stupid, but factual.
It is factual.
Factual.
Yes, yes.
We are embracing the furry fandom because I have had a bear mascot for the last decade at least. And only a couple of years ago did people point out that it's actually a persona.
Yeah, it literally is.
If you have a mascot that you've poured your own character into and your own life experiences and everything, that is what a persona is.
Groundbreaking.
So, me, I didn't realize. When we started the podcast, I created PB.
You did.
And I created a version of you into a bear, Jay Bear.
Yeah, it was interesting because Jay evolved into Jay Bear, which now most people just call me Jay Bear anyway. And I've grown to love him, and he does very much feel like this fascinating extension of me. And you know how you realised, oh, that cubby is a persona. I was at an event where we were doing trading cards, and I had Jay Bear, because like, that represents me. And someone held the card, looked at me and was like, yeah, that looks like you. It's like, so this is your persona? And I was like, damn, it is, isn't it? And
I based him on likeness, I guess.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So, the episode, however, is about the fact that not only are we embracing our animal spirits and our personas, but we have a lot to talk about in regards to something exciting that happened 2 weeks ago at MegaCon. And we are going to our very first furry convention. Something that I have not experienced yet. I've done so many events, and it feels like every year we do a different kind of event.
That's true, actually.
Yeah, last year we did UK Games Expo, which was a board game event. And this year we are doing our very first furry event. I am super, super excited.
Very excited. And it's one we're not trading at. We're going to actually
get to enjoy a con.
Be a guest and enjoy a con. And
crazy.
This is the one to be doing it at.
This is it. This is it. We are treating it as a holiday. We're going there on a very small work capacity. We're there to network with friends because other artists who trade with us are going to be there on a guest capacity as well.
Yeah.
We're very excited to be there.
Yeah.
And we wanted to talk about the preparations we did and everything that we're working on in preparation for ScotiaCon.
Yeah, which is many things, surprisingly.
Yes.
But yeah.
So how about we
things.
go.
Okay. Yes, welcome back. Another episode. Also, thank you to everyone who sent me really nice get well messages because we went over the podcast last week. Yes. So actually so many people replied to the story and the posts we made and sent me good wishes and stuff. So thank you. I feel much better now. Clearly, I am in a much a better form of health. So yay, that's good. Like we said, we're about to talk about ScotiaCon, things that happened at MegaCon. Yes, I think that's probably a good place to start, actually. Yes.
I think this is a good segue into the topic at hand. So, as some of you might know, we traded at MegaCon London in the first weeks of January. And the exciting part of the weekend, aside from obviously getting to catch up with everyone post-holidays and dipping our toes back into the convention scene as traders, the highlight was that our dear friend, Printing Like Rabbits, Rob, had a very special delivery arriving at the convention.
Yeah.
Rob, out of the three of us, has been the one that, let's say, the most involved in wanting to embrace the furry fandom, right?
Yes.
Because we all have a love for it. That said, Rob is really passionate about it.
Very
right?
passionate.
More knowledgeable than either of us.
Yeah.
We are more akin to our own characters
Yes.
than the fandom,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. With that excitement in mind, he, in, I want to say, middle of last year, paid an artist, if I am not mistaken, it is JS Furs, to do a commission for his partial fursuit. For those who don't know what these terms mean, neither do we. But I do know what this one means. And it involves buying a head, hands, tail, and paws, but not the main suit. That is a full suit.
Yes.
I believe that this is a partial or mini partial. I don't know. It's one of those. But anyway, this is what was arriving at MegaCon. And we were so excited on the way up because we knew we were finally going to see Rob's persona, Husky, come to life. I have had the pleasure of seeing a lot of artwork that he had shared with me about the character, and so did you, of course. And we were just excited to see what this experience is like. We did not own paws before this. We just saw our friend's enthusiasm and joy just talking about it when he would talk to us about it. And the time came, we were mid-trading day, and she came with the box. Gave him the box.
Yes.
There were customers. Some customers might have been ignored out of excitement. We do apologize because it was 4 of us in total there. Our friend Nasser was with us, and we, for a moment, we like completely ignored everything that was going on. And
Nothing else mattered. Nothing else mattered.
We watched the unboxing. It was lovely. We didn't think of recording it. We should have, but that fursuit was so cute. It's just adorable. You know, the way it was made was impeccable. She explained a few things about care. There was a lovely little artwork on the box as well with instructions, fair samples, and so on and so forth. And the excitement on Rob's face as he tried on the head for the first time and the paws and so on. He was elated. It was so nice to see someone just pure joy. It
was pure joy, and it was such an infectious joy.
It really was.
It really was, because it was impossible not to be beaming as well. Just the joy, how excited he was just like, made me so happy.
The only way I can explain it is Steven Universe's starry eyes. That is what everyone had. Insert clip. I haven't done this in a while. Now, that is what all 4 of us were experiencing. Nasser, who has absolutely no connection to any of this, also thought it was extremely adorable.
He did.
And he was studying my reaction to it particularly, because I was in awe. Mostly because all I could think about was, oh my god, I have to have one for Cubby. If you don't know, Cubby is the name of my mascot, which I have used for the past decade and a half since I started selling my work online. Which is, he has his own story, reason for being. I don't know if we're going to get into that. Maybe. I don't know. Ask Jamie. But that is all I could think about. And Rob saw that instantly and was like, do you want to try it? And I did. And I donned the husky head.
Yeah.
And it was the most magical thing I've ever experienced in my life. And I instantly wanted it. I wanted to keep it. Mine. But he wasn't my character. It wasn't my persona, so I couldn't steal him. Which I think is unethical to steal. I'm literally just whacking the microphone at this point. But yes, long story short, I was moaning about not having one, and Nasser went away, found
The
a
perfect
trader,
colour.
and bought me these as a not for now, but maybe later. I will have my own fursuit, and I love it. And then when I was wearing these and Rob was wearing his, J Bear was feeling a little bit left out. Great sufferer of FOMO. And shortly after, ta-da!
Yeah, a mere week later, I had my own. It
There you
did not
go.
take long. No.
There you go. However, that said, even though this only happened 2 weeks ago, we did apply for ScotiaCon
Oh, this was
months and months ago. We knew we wanted to go. Rob wanted to experience a furry event of some kind. I suggested ScotiaCon because the two that I know as major events are ScotiaCon or Confuzzled. Unfortunately, Confuzzled always clashes with MCM London, and neither myself nor Rob can afford to not go to MCM. So we can't do Confuzzled, unfortunately, but we can do Scotia. So we tried to apply for Scotia. We managed to get tickets because it is a vetted entry, which I found very interesting. It is a great way to keep your audience safe. I really liked that. Kudos to them for it. We were going. I had no context of I'm going representing Cubby, or I'm going to be Cubby there, or I want to have a fursuit of Cubby there at the time. But now I have the deepest regret. I wish I had my full fursuit and I was going to be just living my best life as my baby bear.
Yeah.
However, we're still very excited.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
We've done so many things preparing for this.
Yes.
Even though we're going as guests, I feel like I prepared almost as much as if I was going as a trader.
I mean, you have specifically have done a lot ready for this con. I think definitely to get the most out of the experience. I feel.
Yes.
For starters, one thing, plug as well, is Cubby now has their own social media.
Yes.
Cute.
Also cute. Yes.
Yeah, so Cubby, as you probably all know, we obviously have the socials of the podcast. Gilbone Illustrations has a full art account, keeping up what we're doing at cons and stuff like that. And now Cubby, the character that we see at the Gilbone table, now has his own page where he gets to share his different cosplays and outfits and thoughts and things. And I'm really enjoying it.
Yes.
I'm really enjoying it.
I want to use Cubby as a platform to explain the entire universe around the character. Even though you would have seen Cubby as a mascot or as a logo character, my profile picture in most locations is always Cubby. There is so much history behind the character. I've written so much lore around his world, the people around him, his friends, his adventures. A lot of them come from experiences that I have lived through as a young gay person. I'm just curious to see what other people would think about all the things that I've created around this world that so far, up to this point, has only set on my computer and in my head.
But there is so much to this world that you guys don't realise. And like a term you may have seen on different online things is the Cubbyverse. And it is that scale. It is a whole verse.
It's very that.
I feel like, and like J-Bear's part of the Cubbyverse, like we're all like, it's all like a connected world. And I'm really excited to see people finally getting to know Cubby as a character rather than, like you said, the mascot that appears on merch and packaging and stuff. Like Cubby does have this whole personality, and I've been very lucky to hear some of the adventures and things that he's been on, and I'm just really happy that it's finally being shared with people because I think it's really awesome, and I think he's a really interesting character who has a really interesting story to tell that I think people will relate to. So this is a really exciting opportunity, and it just feels like with ScotiaCon it's like the timing. It's just so perfect. I feel like it's all coming together in a really nice way.
Yes.
And
Yeah. I feel like January is always the month where we create something new and let it simmer for the rest of the year. Last year was a podcast.
It's so true, because most people, January is traditionally either a quiet time of year or, and I've suffered this before, it's generally like your lowest point in the year. Just traditionally, it's when the most people have issues. It's where there's things like that. Whereas we sort of funnel that energy into just new creative outlets, it seems.
Yes.
Which is actually very nice. It's very nice.
It is nice.
Yeah, it's
it
really
is
good.
nice. And I do want to carry on working on this past ScotiaCon, but in preparation for Scotia, I made sure that Cubby had his own social media, so when I meet other people in the furry community, I will be able to present my persona and my character to them, and all the characters that are adjacent to him as well. I've also prepared a whole bunch of badge buttons that I've made in the past from when I used to Twitch stream as myself and Cubby back on Twitch in COVID. I had all these emotes done as badge buttons. I took them to many events in the past, but I only had them out on the table for sale a handful of times. I'll be honest, they did better than I thought they would at the time, but I decided that until people really know who Cubby is, I didn't just want to have him out there as a blank face. Oh, this is a cute looking animal character. I'm going to buy this badge of him singing. You know, I wanted to save that until I was more ready. And now with the new stickers that we did, thanks to Decal Empire, shout out to Decal Empire. Oh, this is so cute. Shout out to Decal Empire. The new Cubby stickers where he's cosplaying different characters have been going down a treat.
Really have.
People really, really like the Freddy Fazbear version of Cubby. Potentially one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And the Sonic version does really well as well. That is all going to be on his social media while he talks about his views on things. Just saying, his views don't always match mine, mostly because I have grown out of certain things that Cubby still experiences.
Yeah, which is really
right?
interesting. Yeah.
So, for example, Cubby likes Freddy Fazbear and Bonnie more, while I would like characters like Roxy, who are a little bit more adult and mature, and Sun and Moon, because they're terrifying, but their design is absolutely exquisite as characters.
Yeah.
You know, so there's those differences, and we explore them on the social media, and I think it's really cute.
It is cute.
So yeah, there's so much. I'm losing track of everything I've planned and prepared for this upcoming weekend.
Yes, a lot. J-Bear, on the other hand, is... I conveniently already have a J-Bear account, which is where I post my
art stuff.
My art stuff. It's like primarily been used as a journey of me getting into art again, and the help of PB. But it is branded as J-Bear, and I feel like J-Bear, interestingly, is more of a direct extension of me, I would say. And I don't know if anyone relates to this or if I'm just saying something out that no one else relates to, but often when I imagine things in my life or just me in the present, I will imagine it as J-Bear visually rather than me. So I do feel like there is very much much more of an overlap. So I've been focusing more on recently, leading into ScotiaCon, just getting people to see that side of me, that character, that born out of the podcast, and see where he's grown and stuff. And it's been really fun. And I'm quite excited to see people see both those journeys, I think, because that's the one key thing about ScotiaCon for me, is that it would be lovely to have a fursuit go full in, but this is very much the start of a long journey of understanding a community and where we fit in and who we are in that community in terms of J-Bear and Cubby and stuff. And I feel like I'm going to be walking away from this weekend just with so many more ideas and things I want to do, and be like, I understand so much more, and I get it now, and things like that. So I'm very excited.
I'm very excited. What made us all the more excited was just how much planning has gone into ScotiaCon.
Yeah.
They have the entire schedules. Now, don't get me wrong, I know that every event has schedules, but give me a break. I am stuck behind the table all weekend. This is the first time I actually can see a schedule and be like, oh,
we get to do the schedule,
yeah. I
yes.
can do that. And we absolutely love doing activities like this at Inferno Fest, which was only one day, whereas with
didn't do that on purpose. Had cramp.
where with ScotiaCon, it is over 4 days.
Yes.
We are going to go get our passes and everything on Thursday, but the event runs Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, which is wild to me.
Yeah.
I genuinely cannot wait to experience this with Jay, with Husky, with all our artist friends who are also going to be there and explain to us about their own personas, because this isn't a topic we get to talk about a lot as artists. When artists meet, especially trader artists, all we talk about is work. Mm-hmm. How are sales going?
Yeah.
How is con prep going? Did you get accepted at MCM? Did you get accepted at MCM? Did you get accepted at MCM? You get the gist. We talk about if we got accepted at MCM a lot. But this weekend, we're going in just as us, as creators who have birthed these beautiful characters out of our experiences, out of reflections of ourselves, out of reflections of who we want to be. And it's just, I'm just excited to be able to share something that is originally mine and not a fan art piece or my interpretation of someone else's work. I'm going to be sharing a part of me with other people out there, and it's going to be so exciting.
Yeah, because that is the key difference. One of the many key differences is it is a different form of creative expression that we've never talked about on the podcast, or I've got to experience at all while doing conventions and stuff. So I'm just curious, because I think there's a little part of me that's like not nervous, but like it's just because it's new and I don't know what to expect. Luckily, everything I've seen reassures me of what a like welcoming, safe place it is, which makes me feel very good. But I think it's going to be interesting to like, because I think it is more vulnerable to share something creative that is your own, very much so, because it's not a fandom, like you said. So to have that vulnerability, I'm glad that there's a space where we can do that quite comfortably. I think it's going to be really good. And we've got attire. Like I said, we've gained gloves.
Yes.
We've gained gloves.
Yes, I prepared an entire suitcase of only pastel clothes, which is crazy for me. I never wear this out in public. Unless I'm at a convention.
Yeah.
I do not like I said, I have outgrown all the, pastel candy colors in my wardrobe. I am a little bit more plaid and denim now.
Yeah.
But that's not coming. And this weekend is going to be about embracing that persona.
Yeah.
So the wardrobe matches.
Yes.
J Bear has made this amazing sweater in reflection of the design that I made of J Bear the start of last year, which is adorable.
It is adorable. I wanted, and this is not the end of this journey for this sweatshirt, but ever since that initial picture, I have wanted J Bear's sweater. Because it's J Bear's sweater, it's my sweater. We're both, it's our sweater, me and his sweater. So I get to finally wear it and wear it out with these awesome ears as well.
Yes, from our friend Martinique Elliott, who we will plug at the description thing.
And I will say to you for making these ears for us, one, thank you, obviously, but I genuinely think it was the first thing that triggered something in my head. Because it was...
They get you. They gift you ears.
I want to say it was Hyper Japan, where I first wore them properly the whole day, and we took photos and stuff. And I was like...
That's when we got them.
It was, yes. So I remember looking at the photos and looking at myself wearing them and being like, huh.
Yes.
Huh. Yeah. Interesting. This pleases me.
For context and full disclosure, I knew of Martinique from a few years back. We tabled opposite of each other at a Glasgow event. We made fast friends. And then last year at the first MCM London of the year, we were talking casually in the streets of MCM. I don't know what I want to say, but you know where I'm talking about, the carpet, after the event ended on the first day. And she was letting us know that she's still listening on the podcast. She really enjoys it.
Yeah.
And just made a casual comment on if she were to make a set of ears, would we wear them? And Jay looked at me like, what? And I encouraged this to happen. And she made us a set of ears, a set for myself as PB. They are brown. You've probably seen me on the podcast wearing them before. Yeah. And she made a yellow set for J-Bear to match his fursona, his J-Bear. So, yes, we got them at Hyper Japan. We wore them all weekend.
Yeah.
We did at another couple of events
as
well.
Yes, they've made some outings since, yes.
Yes, I generally alternate between my beanie hats or the ears, generally.
And so it feels like that was the first stepping stone of being like, I want to explore this fursona character more. Yeah. And like I said, we've got these, you know, again, first steps. First sets, which is quite exciting, and they are just fun to wear.
They are a lot of fun. They are a lot of fun. I'm just thinking back about something you said about being nervous. I also was asked during the week if I was nervous about any backlash from embracing being a furry. And if being more vocal about it, especially in a space outside of the furry fandom as well, because as you can imagine, my art profiles and my personal profiles are followed by a lot of people who wouldn't necessarily understand, right? However, my reply was very straightforward. I'm a gay older guy. I have done drag. People don't understand that necessarily, but I've done it. And I think it's a beautiful art form. I was very happy with what I learned during that period of time. Kind of sad I don't do it anymore, but it is what it is. And this is a similar thing. It is an outlet of self-exploration. Yeah. And how do you say this word? Give me the word. It is an outlet both of self-exploration and of self-expression, and it is just an amazing way to understand other people as well. I know it sounds like a lot of hullabaloo, but we were discussing different people having different types of personas, and sometimes you don't necessarily understand the choice of why someone would choose that persona. However, it is what they identify as, and it is what they see themselves as, or would like to be seen as. And that gives you a beautiful insight into what the person sees themselves as or thinks of themselves as. And I think there is such a special, almost vulnerability in connecting with other people that way. So I have absolutely no apprehension, and also I genuinely don't care what other people say. I never did. It's my life. When you start paying all of my bills, and food, and existence, and the things I want, then you might have an opinion.
Maybe you'll be allowed one.
Maybe then you will be allowed one. But yes, excited. Cubby, who previously got love in form of handmade plush toys from friends in a crocheted version and a ton of fan art, is finally going to have a debut at a furry event, as is J-Bear. And to celebrate this and to make sure that people ask us, we're not there in fursuits. We don't have like a full get-up. People still need to identify our characters. And in order to do so, we have made our, this is fun. We have made what is known as Fursona badges. This is our first attempt at trying this, and I don't know if I did it properly, but I had a lot of fun doing it. It shows the character and writes their name, and it is stuck to a lanyard, just like a convention badge would.
Yeah.
And you can stick a whole bunch of things to the lanyard to pretty it up, to make it more suitable for your character, I suppose. And we're hoping that whoever sees either of our characters will engage with us, asking about them, and so on and so forth. We encourage that. And I think if I really enjoy how this sits on me once I wear it, I might wear it at regular conventions as well.
It would be really cute.
Because I like having a lanyard rather than a wristband. So
Yes.
I might then put the wristband around, I think.
That'd be cute.
But yeah.
Yeah, I'm really happy with how these came out. Again, I think it's been a good exploration of understanding Jay Bear more as well, which has been really fun. Getting to know who the character is a bit better, and definitely, as you can probably tell, exploring our love of food and making a mess. So I love the fact that we've got these in both our badges. I feel like you can look at them and already, just from an image, get an idea of what those personalities are. So yeah, they're really cute. I'm really happy with them. So.
Yes, likewise. I made my own one. I made the design, and then I struggled with printing it because apparently teal is not a color any printer likes to print. Fuck my life. But after that, Jay kindly cut out the shape, laminated it, because I've never used a laminator before, because I don't do crafts. And cut it out for me, and then made his own, which I was very impressed by.
Yes.
Very impressed by. That is such a lovely design.
It's come together really well. And yes, PB did give me some help in understanding what to do as my little art mentor, I guess you would say.
Yeah. Now that we live together, I'm just a full-time art teacher. Basically.
I'm very lucky. So yeah, it's come together really nicely. And I like this one specifically because it's the first time I personally drew Jay Bear, and which is why he's making a mess and cooking and stuff. And also the one of only 2 times I've done a Jay Bear piece from start to finish. Mm-hmm. I've done a lot of sketches. I like sketching, but this is one I actually saw through to the end. So it's a really special picture. So I'm glad that's one of the first ones people get to see.
It's cute. It's very cute.
It's very cute.
I'm really happy with these.
Yeah.
We'll have them done with a nice pink lanyard, because pink there and pink on the sweater.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Good.
We're ready.
We're ready. We're ready for ScotiaCon.
We're so excited. We're so excited. Let's put these somewhere safe, because I'm holding it like it's a diamond of some kind. We are super, super excited.
Yeah.
We have looked through the schedule with Husky. From now on, he will always be called Husky. His human name... And we are very excited for a bit of downtime. It will also be our very first trip with Husky not in a work environment.
Yes.
We did get to visit his home during his birthday last summer. However, he was still working. And he was at the workshop. We interviewed him. We were mostly there still in a form of work capacity. Jay Bear had some work to do for a local shop there as well. So this time it will be the first time we get to spend a whole 4 days with our friend on a little trip, getting to know more about each other, getting to know more about other artists. I genuinely cannot wait.
Yeah. I'm really excited. There's so many things to do. I'm definitely going in and just seeing what the mood takes, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to plan anything too much, because then it feels a bit too scheduled. I just want to see where the mood takes. There are a few interesting panels and things there's so much. There's panels, there's entertainment, there's karaoke, there's a lot of things going on. And like you said, it's it's a lot of stuff going on across many days. So we will be spoilt for choice, I feel.
Yes.
Which will be really nice.
Yes. We will be talking about our experience once we return. However, because it is an 18 plus event and because it is so well curated with the safety of the people who attend in mind, mostly because a lot of people are quite unkind to people in the furry community, there are a lot of policies in place with regards to filming and taking photos and so on and so forth. We are going to respect those wishes, of course.
Yeah.
So as of this moment in time, I cannot promise that we will actually have any footage at the event at all. We might take some video across the weekend, just us reflecting on something that just happened, or just making a small vlog even for ourselves to have a laugh when it's just the three of us or just with our friends. But we cannot promise that we will be able to share anything about the event itself other than us letting you know just how much we enjoyed it, because I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that is going to be an exceptional weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be the best weekend. I can't wait. We're both going to have an awesome time. We're going to have a great time with Husky. And when you're listening to this, we will already be well underway.
Yes, because this will come out on Friday when we have already been there for a whole day. By now, I'm probably already tired, feet aching, and wanting to have a sit down or a karaoke. It could be either way. It could go either way. We don't know. We never know. But I promise you, I'm having the best time of my life right now.
I think that is everything.
That is it.
We're now.
That is it.
We all we need to do now is pack and head off. Really, we are ready to go. So, thank you for listening to our excitement, listening to the very start of our exciting new journeys in this furry fandom. I'm very, very excited.
And if you're a fellow furry, if you have a fursona, if you have an OC, an original character, and you want to talk about him in the comments, please feel free. And if you dig the paws, let us know, and we'll wear them at every episode, except for summer, because it's brutal. I'm sweating, and it's freezing cold there.
Yes, so drop in the comments on Spotify, YouTube, wherever you want, about your fursona, like I said. And we like to read every comment we get.
We do.
We like to read all the comments, and we see every comment, every single one. So don't worry, we will check it out. If you want to find out more about the podcast in terms of where to find us on socials, or maybe even about our Patreon, then head to theconcreators.com. All the information is at the end. And also, if you have found this episode, maybe through meeting us at ScotiaCon, hello.
Hi.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. Welcome to our podcast family. Thank you for welcoming us into your family. Until the next episode, though, it's time to say
bye-bye.
Yeah. Thank you. ASMR.